What is the number one biggest fear that all high value guys have? All alpha males, for that matter, have. What is that number one biggest fear? Number one biggest fear that alpha males, high value guys have is not living up to his potential. Basically, settling in life. Okay? Settling for less. Again, not living up to what he feels are his standards. Okay? Not fulfilling his destiny. And this is something that transcends not only in his financial status, but also in his romantic life, his friendships, and overall his lifestyle, right? Not living up to what he envisioned for himself growing up. Okay, and this is why you often see a lot of high value guys, alpha males for that matter, just very cutthroat about the people they allow into their lives, the people that they remain friends with or don't remain friends with, the people that they give their time to, because obviously, I mean, time is, the most important resource you have as a man, right? It's the most valuable resource you have as a man. You might think it's money, but it's actually time, because you can't get time back. You can always make more money. You can't get time back. Okay, that is something that is just immensely priceless that most guys don't value, shockingly. Okay, most guys do not value their time. This is why they spend their time, just like pissing their life away, not doing what they need to do. Right? They might spend it online, like just watching garbage videos, or spend it on Facebook, just farting around on Facebook all day and not doing what they need to do. This is why I often talk about why every high value male, every alpha male needs a path and purpose, because that's really what separates you from the beta males, the omega males, right? Is you need that path and purpose, right? And this includes sigma males too, because sigma males are the very same thing as an alpha male. They're just a little more introverted, and they kind of do things in their own way, right? But regardless, okay, even for sigma males for that matter, right? They don't. One thing that would really, really, really scare them is not being able to live up to their potential. So the more you move up in the world, you'll realize like how valuable your time is and how essential it is to you that you not end up settling in life because you're getting distracted by all these, outside forces, right? Whether it be watching too much like corporate media, aka mainstream media, right? Getting too caught up in that, the news, or any of these garbage woke movies that are constantly coming out that are just there to propagandize you. I mean, what have I told you guys, man? Stop paying for these Hollywood movies, man. Just stop paying for them. Don't even if you get them for free, they're not even worth your time, because they're just there to indoctrinate you. Like 99% of them. And I did a whole coaching video on this like 7 or 8 years ago, right? I even got trolled by this huge channel for doing that video about like what was it, like Hollywood movies are full of propaganda, and they are. I don't even know what that beta male was talking about. It's like, dude, they are. Even 7, 8 years later, that is a video that has aged quite well. Quite well. Whereas your little troll video has not aged very well, has it? Right? Because my prophecy came true. I said Hollywood's just going to produce more of these, and it's going to get worse and worse. And it has. It has. So the fact that you guys are wasting a lot of your time watching these movies, getting excited about the premiere, no. Okay? Don't waste your time with it. Because it's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. It's just going to indoctrinate you. Right? But either way, it's taking away from your focus that needs to be making sure that you don't fail to live up to your potential in life, right? And that was the biggest thing that kind of haunted me when I was working my corporate job. It's like, even though like my dad didn't even understand it, he was like kind of upset with me because I've been a troublemaker my whole life, and I finally got this like great job in this Fortune 100 company. I just bought this like top-down Mercedes couple of years earlier, I had a girlfriend at the time, my ex from 2006. You know, I had all these things going for me, and I told my dad that I'm probably going to leave. And he's like, why? You know, and I just said, I feel like I need to do something else, you know, and I already knew what I wanted to do, but I wanted to tell him because I knew he'd get pissed, and he got pissed regardless because he was like, you know, telling me that it's a mistake and all this. I mean, no fault of his own, but other people were telling me too, you know, and I just was telling people, like, especially close friends of mine, that I feel like I have to do this, right? I got to do this. The only people understood were my other pickup friends because they just wanted to do more pickup with me. They're like, yeah, dude, I think that's a good idea. Leave that corporate job. Then we could do pickup 24 hours a day. You know, they were like all totally on board. It's just everybody else didn't get it, right? But I felt like I just feel like I don't want to do this, right? I didn't want to like do this, and I didn't want to stay in San Francisco. And my corporate job had me tied to San Francisco. I remember I even tried to get a transfer out to the other location was in LA in Manhattan Beach. And that was a really nice office, by the way. I think I probably would have stayed if I got that transfer. But I was like, oh, can I transfer to Manhattan Beach? And they were like, no, too much red tape because it's a corporate job. Like, you can't just like fill out a form and transfer. There was like, got to have seniority. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I was like, okay, this is never going to happen. So basically, I'm going to have to leave this job. And I'm just going to have to just roll the dice on myself. Right? But even the times I would think about doing that, as much as everybody else was like in fear of me doing that, like my parents especially, they didn't like the idea of that. They were scared for me. I really wasn't that scared. I felt good whenever I would think about like, wow, I'm going to do this instead. Because I felt like I was fulfilling my destiny. I was fulfilling my potential. So even though a lot of it was unknown, I didn't know what was going to happen, I believed in myself, and I felt like, this feels right to me, right? What did I tell you guys about trusting your gut instinct? I'm like, this feels right to me. I have to go with this. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do, right? And in the back of my head, I was like, I could always get another corporate job, man. You know, I did well here. I could get another one, you know? And so I did that. I left, right? And I proceeded to go broke for the next 3 years and lost everything, and didn't have any money to barely even buy a cheeseburger, you know, from McDonald's, I remember. And you know what? I just kept pressing. I just kept pushing along because I felt like I need to fulfill this destiny. And even when I got down to my last $500 and I already owed like a lot of money to my credit cards because I was credit carding everything at that point, I was just trying to keep that $500 in my bank account just as an emergency, so I have some cash in case whatever I need cash for, in case my credit cards totally just cancel all my cards. They figure out what I'm doing. Luckily they didn't, but I was like, I just got to keep this $500 cash just in case, right? This is gonna be my like little safety net. But I just kept pressing and pressing, and it was getting pretty scary. And I remember just when my business like had its very first sale, which was pretty, you know, it was pretty minor. I just saw the light at the end of the tunnel, but still, I was like dead broke. Another corporate company came along. It was Adobe Software. It came along and interviewed me and actually offered me a job. And I was going to be making pretty good money again. And here I was, broke, struggling, owed my credit card up the wazoo, had all sorts of debt. I was like panicking every day that my credit cards were going to cancel me once they figured this out. And I could have easily taken that job and just been like, okay, I'll just take this job for a little while, or oh, okay, I'll just take this for now and build up my savings again. But anytime, and they actually hired me, and I was supposed to report to work like that Monday, and I remember I had the weekend to think about it, and the entire weekend, like my stomach, I was feeling a little sick, because I'm like, man, am I really gonna abandon what I'm kind of enjoying doing here to go back to this corporate job because I need some money? Do I really want to take the chance of losing this opportunity, right? But I did. I basically emailed them that Monday morning when I was supposed to report to work, and I said, I'm not coming, and sorry, I totally wasted everybody's time here, but I'm going to do what I need to do here, and I'm going to keep going with my business. I didn't tell them all that, but I was like, I'm just going to keep pushing forward. And immediately, once I made the decision to not take that last job, even though I was broke, even though I didn't have any money anymore, I I felt great. I just felt good. I just felt like, wow, this is a great feeling. And I guess even if I go broke, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this, and I'm going to keep working on this. And then sure enough, it took another year, but it started to get even more traction and more and more and more. It started to build and grow, and now it's just to the point where I don't need to work if I don't want to ever again, right? So that's great. And I don't need to take any corporate jobs, and I could laugh my ass off when I see everybody else like in traffic trying to go to work in the mornings, which I sometimes get annoyed by because I'm just trying to go to Starbucks and get my frap, or I'm trying to go to Whole Foods and get my eggs. And I'm like, man, all you people, how come you're commuting to work? You should all work virtual, man. You're getting in the way of me getting my eggs on time, right? Now I'm totally entitled. But anyway, it felt great because I was on my path and purpose, and I felt like I'm fulfilling my destiny. As Darth Vader said, you're fulfilling your destiny, right? You're fulfilling your destiny. Great line, by the way. So you have to fulfill your destiny, guys. Do not settle, okay? Do not settle. I'm only talking about careers here, obviously, but even when it comes to friends, right? I mean, I had a lot of crap friends in my life in my 20s, right? And I'm so glad those guys are gone, and I'm like so glad I have like cool, high value friends now who have my back, aren't gonna try to stab me in the back to try to take my girl, do things like that, or do things that are toxic, or steal from me, or other shit that went on back then. I'm so glad that I have a better group of friends. And not only that, I'm so glad that I'm still able to get attractive women into my life, man. I'm like so thankful for that I didn't settle, right? I never settled, at least when it came to that. I was like, no way I'm settling, right? Because I'm like, I want a great looking girlfriend to look at in the morning, and it doesn't mean you need to get a model looking wife or girlfriend, but just get somebody to where you don't feel like you settled, right? You don't feel like you lowered your standards so I could just get this. No. Okay, keep your standards high and fulfill your potential, right? Fulfill whatever it was you set out for yourself when you were 8 years old, what you set out to accomplish. Go do that. Maybe it's not exactly the same, right? I wasn't thinking about being a pickup artist at 8 years old, obviously, but I wanted to be financially free because we grow up poor, right? Or we didn't have much money growing up. So I was like, I want to be financially free. I don't want to sleep in the car at Disneyland in 100-degree weather. I want to be financially free where I could get a nice hotel room, aircon, top of Vegas, and enjoy myself. So that was a goal of mine. So, you have to have these goals where you do not settle. Okay? Do not settle. And get what you want and fulfill your destiny, because that is ultimately what you're designed to do as a man. With that said, drop your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you want to share below. I always love to read your comments. Always love seeing you guys in my comments. So drop those comments below. And as always, this is M, also known as Matt Cross, from AlphaMaleSecrets, signing out. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe to my channel. So please make sure you subscribe as well. Okay, and for you guys who want to support my work and all of this incredible content that I'm teaching you here on my Alpha Male Secrets channel, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube, and I'm doing that for obvious reasons. That's to protect my content from YouTube in the event that they ever try to shut me down. I will always have my premium content available on my premium channel because I am paying to be on this other platform. And this is the absolute best way to support my work. So if you love what I'm doing here, I would really appreciate it if you become a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me. So take advantage of it. Who can't afford $1? All you have to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.